developed into a comprehensive science, right? So let's see how it is. First and foremost, let me tell you about myself. I am Harshada Pethe. I am a wildlife researcher by profession. I have done my master's in environmental management from University of Queensland in Australia. And I have worked in Andaman and Nicobar Islands as my work experience. I have worked in the conservation project of a very cryptic bird species that lives in caves. So we would spend 6 to 8 months in a year looking after and protecting that species by living in the forest ourselves. Then, yeah, somebody's saying they can't hear anything. Am I audible? Am I visible? Is
yes,
the
you're loud and clear. I think they will have to switch on their mic speakers.
Yeah. So Sunanda ma'am, please, maybe you can exit once and join back in, maybe sort the problem, or find headphones to use probably. Yeah. So I was working in Andaman and Nicobar Islands, and they were very remote. We used to live in uninhabited islands, which would have the first medical help almost 2 hours boat ride away. And there were only certain times when the tide would allow the boat to come and embark us and take us back. So all of these restrictions were there. Even in Australia, the medical facilities for a student on a student visa are limited. So in all this process, Barakshar was my safety net. So I was studying all of this, exploring my professional life, but Barakshar was always sustaining me in the background. For those of who know me, know my mother, know that for the past 15 years or so, my mother's been learning and teaching as well as practicing Barakshar. So we have literally grown up around this pathi, this therapy, and that is a very obvious safety net that we always carried with us. With that in mind, I then settled in the outskirts of Coimbatore city in Tamil Nadu, in the Anaikatti Hills, where again conventional medical facilities are some 20-25 kilometers away. And it's because of Barakshar that has given me the confidence that I will be safe and healthy in the remote parts of this country. So that has always been my journey. So even if right now I'm not a practicing wildlife researcher, I can certainly find a lot of confidence in teaching Barakshar or in practicing Barakshar, because it has always been, in the background of my existence. So here it is. And then let's talk a little bit about Barakshar. Barakshar or biochemic salts, or 12 tissue salts as they are called, are basically simple inorganic molecules. It could be something as simple as calcium phosphate or sodium chloride, which is our normal salt. Even this is included in Barakshar. All of them which we study as micronutrients in school. But very conveniently, our teacher will teach us the fats, the carbohydrates, the proteins, and miss out the small paragraph at the bottom of micronutrients, because they are required in a very minuscule amount, is what we have learned. Similarly, in homeopathy, Barakshar is taught in the curriculum. So these homeopathic doctors are trained in Barakshar. But Barakshar ends up becoming a very small part of their curriculum, where they usually just leave it for option, right? So Barakshar has been an overlooked, underemphasized pathi, which actually is a very evolved, comprehensive therapy, which can be independently used for solving a lot of our health issues simply by taking these mineral nutrients. It's only because they are packaged in a certain way that they become very easy for the body to take up, to accept, and start healing the body on its own. Right? So let's see what these Barakshars include. So Barakshar, as the name suggests, is a group of 12 salts. In this, we have 3 of calcium, 3 of sodium, and 3 of potassium. The calcium ones are very simple, like all. They're basically calcium phosphate, calcium fluoride, and calcium sulfate. The sodium ones are also very easy. They are sodium phosphate again, sodium sulfate, and sodium chloride. Potassium ones are also similar: sodium chloride, potassium chloride, potassium phosphate, potassium sulfate. And then we have a magnesium, we have an iron salt, and we have a silicon salt. So all these salts are very simple in their chemical formula. What that does for our body is, our body, whenever it has some wounded cells, diseased cells, cells that are very weak due to some malfunction inside, these cells find it very easy to absorb these simple compounds, right? The simpler the chemical formula, the easier it is for the weak cells, diseased cells, to take them up. And that is one big principle behind Barakshar being successful, right? So now let's look at the calciums. Usually in conventional therapies, the doctor will say you are calcium deficient, and he or she will start you on some calcium supplements. And this is basically just one compound of calcium. Then we have heard so many things saying that the calcium just doesn't get absorbed. Um, some medicines, even milk sometimes, only debrides calcium. Only debrides calcium from our own bones and makes our bones weaker. So some calcium sources, as we know, even make us devoid of our existing calcium. But on the other hand, Barakshar here has 3 different salts of calcium. First one, which is the most common and extensively, abundantly present in our body, that is calcium phosphate, or Calcarea phos is what we call it. It's basically the building block of an entire skeletal system. All our bones, our skin are all made up of this. So even the outer kavach of each of the cell membrane is also made up of Calcarea phos mainly. So then it contributes towards the strength of our body, and it also contributes towards keeping the integrity of our body, keeping the integrity of each cell. That's why it contributes also towards our immunity a lot, right? So it's very crucial. I jokingly say that he's the hero of our Barakshar movie if we ever go and make a movie, right? So next is calcium sulfate, and calcium sulfate is so interesting that it is a very deep acting antibiotic, where all the conventional allopathic antibiotics fail is where its efficacy begins. It starts healing very difficult ailments like AIDS, cancer, even in corona, we really properly use this salt. Then we have calcium fluoride. Now, calcium fluoride is a super important salt for us. It's very crucial as it maintains the elasticity of all our body, be it in our muscles, in our nerves, in our blood vessels, in our joints, everywhere. This elasticity needs to be maintained, and that is done by Calcarea fluoride or calcium fluoride. And the elasticity in turn gives it the strength. So for our blood vessels, if the strength is not there, the circulation slows down, and then we start developing things like varicose veins, where stagnation of blood starts happening, right? So all of these things together are requiring the correct amount of elasticity and correct amount of strength and resilience to remain strong, to continue the body functions properly. And the moment calcarea fluor goes deficient, calcification of these organs begins. Calcification of our joints starts happening. Our muscles start becoming stiff. Similarly, our blood vessels also start calcifying, and then it is difficult for blood to flow through. Right? So, calcarea fluor or calcium fluoride together help us in keeping them supple and elastic and strong. It's a very crucial for us to remain young or remain strong, right? Yeah. Then the next in line are the sodium salts. The sodium salts, for these also in conventional medicine, we've commonly heard that people have their sodium levels dropped. And it is a common practice then to administer salt capsules and just hope that the sodium levels go up. But in Barakshar, we treat that issue separately. We think of the sodium levels as 3 different salts contributing towards a cumulative sodium level in the blood. So first and foremost, we have sodium chloride, which is Natramur. Now, Natramur basically keeps our body hydrated, maintains the moisture from inside every cell. It makes also sure that none of the toxins of could be insect bites, could be infestation of tiny mites, allergies, something even as big as a snake bite. All of their toxicity is thrown out of the body easily, right? Because wherever we have these strong toxins enter the body, our body needs to use a lot of water to expel them from the body. So apart from taking the conventional precaution of going to the doctor and taking the necessary first aid, using Natramur or sodium chloride is also very helpful in reducing the toxicity in the body after a snake bite or an insect bite or a scorpion bite and so on. So that is a very crucial function we have for Natramur in our body. Next is sodium phosphate or natrum phos. This is a sole salt that looks after the pH of the entire body. It maintains the right acidic pH in the stomach. It maintains the correct pure neutral pH in the blood, also in the muscles and so on. And it plays a very crucial role in keeping our body safe from ailments like arthritis or kidney stone or gallstone, right? So it's very, very important. Similarly, we have sodium sulfate, which tremendously helped us during Corona. So sodium sulfate is a broad spectrum antibiotic in Barakshar. It expels the superfluous or waste water that is in the body, right? So all the extracellular waste laden water which our body tends to retain because it is unable to push it out using the lymph circulatory system, that becomes stagnated in our body and it starts collecting toxins, and these toxins become a breeding ground for all kinds of infections. It could be fungal, bacterial, viral, all kinds of infections basically thrive in a body that has a lot of this excessive fluid stagnated in pockets. My mother loves this analogy when she says that it is like after rain when you have puddles around your house, then invariably these puddles attract algae, mosquito larvae, some horrible flies, and so on. And they tend to be very foul smelling. Similarly, these puddles of toxins are retained in our body sometimes. And these puddles uh, then harbor a lot of pathogens, so to say. So when we use natrum sulf or sodium sulfate, we always expel this excess water. So sodium sulfate plays an important role in excretion of waste in the form of this toxic water or toxic fluid from the body. And hence, once the body is not saturated with this fluid, it naturally becomes of better immunity, that it doesn't have any place for the pathogens to harbor, to thrive. And that's how it has worked for us during the pandemic, where cumulatively our team, especially my mother, has given medicines, Barakshar medicines, precautionary Barakshar medicines to around 10,000 people, and out of which only 5-10 people then were corona positive. Rest of us did not get positive when we were using the natrum sulf and associated salts in a prescribed manner, and we could maintain our immunity. Right now, next in line we have next in line we have yes. So next in line, we have potassium. Potassium salts are also 3. All of the potassium salts have very crucial role in our brain. As well as potassium chloride acts as an antiseptic. It helps stop bleeding. It helps in healing of the wound, not just by arresting infections, but by also making sure that the new skin tissue, the new underlying tissues get rebuilt faster, right? So Kalimur or potassium chloride is very important in the healing process of wounds. Likewise, we have potassium phosphate, which is a building block of our entire nervous system. Our brain is literally made, the entire gray matter is rich in this calcium and in this potassium phosphate. And this also plays an important role as a very important antiseptic. Whenever we have unhealing wounds, we have gangrene, we have bed sores, we have uncontrollable blood sugars, then we use potassium phosphate to control these. We have had a case very recently where the patient had developed severe gangrene, who was severely diabetic, who had heart issues, cholesterol issues, high cholesterol basically, had developed gangrene in both his feet. And it was at a stage where the doctor said that he'll have to ampute his leg from knee down. And that is the time he approached us for Barakshar. Actually, he did not approach us. It was my mother's childhood friend. That's why my mother approached him with Barakshar. And every day we gave him medicines really curated to his health issue. And after around a couple of months with an integrated approach with pranayam, with sun bathing, he developed healing, healthy tissue from within his wound. Barakshar and potassium phosphate, which is basically Caliphos, really helped him in getting better. It made sure that the oxygen reached in the near dead tissue of his leg, of his foot, and all the fluffy yellow substance that was coming out of his wound started reducing, and we started seeing granulation tissue, which is nice plump red tissue which is full of life. And it was wonderful to see the wound coming back to life, and after which we could save one of his feet, and one we could not save because he himself was not very willing to take it. But eventually he was so strong-willed, because potassium phosphate also works on the mind, that he took a lot of initiative of wanting to get better. He had a complete switch in his approach towards his ailment, where he had completely given up on wanting to get better, lead a better life, to then he going and finding a Jaipur prosthetic foot for himself, getting it fitted for himself. And now he feels very, very positive, and his outlook towards life has totally changed. Right? So we not only helped his unhealing gangrene get slightly better, but we also changed his mental phase that he was in. And to me, that was more important. Right? Then there is potassium sulfate, which is basically Kali sulf. And Kali sulf is also has played an important role in treating the coronavirus for us, as it is an oxygen carrier, and it works on fevers almost like crocin, and it completely brings the fever down and increases the oxygen carrying capacity of our blood. Right? So Kali sulf also has very deep functions, very strong support that it gives. Right? Then finally we have the last three. Though they are not in any which way less important, they are just singletons on their own. So we have iron phosphate, which is our iron supplement, which acts so beautifully that on a day where you have a lot of physical work to do, take one ferrum phos is iron sulfate, iron phosphate, one ferrum phos in the morning in the 6x potency, your day will go without getting tired. You will be charged the whole day. And the fatigue that will set in on the next day will also not be there. Right? Then we have our magnesium phosphate. Now, magnesium phosphate or MagPhos is basically an antispasmodic. It makes sure that our muscles don't get into spasms. Similarly, it is involved in the myelination of our nerves. So it works very closely with the muscle nerve interaction and carrying the impulses at lightning speed. And it helps our mind to take logical decisions even in difficult times, even in times where there are too many things to think about. At that time, MagPhos helps it to take good, sound, correct decisions. Right? So MagPhos has a lot of very important functions. Then we have silicon dioxide, which basically and largely helps in removing pus from infected wounds and helps the growth of healthy tissue. Right? So that is silicon dioxide. Now, why is Baraksar unique? Why is it unique? So biochemic salts are naturally present in our body. Like I said before, they act as building blocks for several systems. Like the skeletal system has calcium phosphate, the nervous system has potassium phosphate, then iron phosphate is there inside the hemoglobin, and so on. So they are building blocks in our body as well. But their more important function is that they act as catalysts in all our biochemical reactions. Right? All our biochemical reactions remain incomplete when these biochemic salts are not present or our body is deficient. And that is their very important function. But because they're naturally present in our body, and we are using only those salts which are naturally present as medicine, our body easily accepts them. They do not burden the body. Like, for example, be it Ayurvedic, be it allopathic, be it homeopathic, all of these pathies largely use molecules which are very complicated, and that they could burden our system, our it could be blood carrying the big molecule, or it could be the digestive system having to metabolize the big molecule, that it could get really difficult for the body. So the ailment doesn't remain the only trouble, but the medicine also becomes a cause of concern for the weak, for the feeble patient that you have. As opposed to that, biochemic salts are very quickly absorbed by the body, and they are very familiar to the body, and they don't cause any burden, right? Then Barakshar always acts on the root cause of the ailment, and the healing that you get from Barakshar is sustained. Like, for example, we have a salt that works on addictions, right? Addictions are a very difficult, very troubling topic. When Barakshar works on addictions, then the healing might be slow, but then in that process, it engineers the chemistry of the brain in such a way that the person has very few what are those called, very few incidences where the person goes back to his or her addiction. It heals the mind from wanting that addictive substance to coming out of it and seeking something healthier, right? The main salt we use for that is calcium phosphate, and it's very beautiful to see people come out of their addictions like this. The next thing that Barakshar does is that it is reduced in size and it is diluted. Barakshar uses the method of potentization, and in that process we dilute the molecules through the, sorry, is there somebody trying to say something? No, let's just mute all. Yeah, and go back.
The meeting, it says, is being live streamed, Harshada.
Okay.
I do not know how, but then
yeah,
it's being live streamed. That message is coming.
Oh, okay. Okay, let's ignore that because so far it has not caused us any harm. And let's see what happens. Yeah. Somebody by mistake does that, but not all phones have that option. So it's very difficult to know how and how to stop it also. Anyway, continuing it. So we are potentizing the salts. The salts or the minerals that are found in nature are taken, and then they are triturated in a mortar and pestle for several hours together in a proper methodology. And what that does is that really reduces their size and changes their appearance from being crude materials to what Persule calls is the sukshma praman. It goes to its sukshma form, a microscopic form, where the the electrons or the charges of that molecule come on the surface of that molecule. And what that does is that makes the molecule very reactive, and it makes it very potent. So the moment you take this Barakshar into your mouth. Through the mouth itself, it enters the bloodstream and is immediately taken to the spot where the deficiency focus exists. So within seconds, you start seeing a change in the complaint that you have. A very good example of that is for example, you have period cramps, and period cramps can be horribly debilitating. They can cause a person to not work function normally. But we have a salt in Barakshar, basically magnesium phosphate, that makes sure that these spasms, the stomach spasms, ease very fast. And within seconds, you can feel the difference in the muscle spasms. So that is a beautiful way we can see MAGFOS functioning in removing the spasms from the stomach muscles. The next thing that it does is that it being very small in size, it being potentized, enables the weak cells to pick it up immediately, right? Also, for weak cells or diseased cells, we have different potencies that we use, and that makes sure that even more easily the diseased cells can pick them up and start using them. So again, the betterment or the healing is seen almost instantaneously. A very good example of this is all the upper respiratory tract infections that we see either on the onset of monsoon or whenever there is a season change. My children end up having a cold as soon as school reopens, and they pick up the infection from other children. What I do is I quickly add the certain salt combinations that we have for upper respiratory tract infections into their water or into their let's say food sometimes, and I can see that within an hour or two the symptoms of runny nose, itchy throat, coughing are reduced. So much so that now both my sons find it unbelievable that somebody has to stay at home because they have a cold, or somebody is staying back home, not coming to school or not coming to our house to play just because they are not well, because because they have gotten used to getting better so fast that it is impossible for them to now allow somebody to stay ill. Then another thing that is very unique about Barakshar is that it restores the body's mechanism to acquire the biochemic salts through food, right? So once the diseased cell gets better with Barakshar medicine, after that the healthy cells don't need it as a medicine. They procure it from the food itself, and then we don't have any dependence on Barakshar, right? All the dependence is then not on the biochemic salts, but it is on the nutrition that you get from the food, and that itself keeps the system going. This is because the Barakshar salts help in restoring the mechanism of procuring the salt from food, right? All the apparatus that is required, the chemical apparatus that is required to break down the food in a certain way, to absorb the nutrients in a certain way, to assimilate the nutrients within the cell in a certain way. All of these processes are very well restored by Barakshar. So that when through food you get these salts, which are not potentized, which are crude, yet our body is able to take them in, is able to make them potentized or make them in their sukshma praman, and then use it in the bodily functions. So this is also very unique about Baraksha. It very well helps in healing the body, making it back healthy. One special mention has to be about neurological disorders or developmental disorders that we are facing very commonly nowadays. What we are seeing is that even in neurological disorders like anxiety, like panic attacks, like addictions to screen, like what else? Like any atypical neurological function or developmental disorders like autism, ADHD, and many such. All of these in Baraksar can be segregated into the deficiencies of 4 to 5 different salts that work on our nervous system and work on taking the obstructions of the nervous system out, right? And restoring the nervous system. And with this, we have very significantly made a contribution where within even a couple of months, we can see changes in the person's behavior, in the patient's response, either to social situations or to difficult academic situations, and so on. Or similarly, people who have epilepsy are seen to respond very well with Baraksar. We've had cases where someone has been epileptic for almost 90% of their life, and after retirement, they have actually taken voluntary retirement because of epileptic attacks or epilepsy being so severe. They've had the maximum dosage of conventional medicines, yet the epileptic attacks would continue in that person. After taking Baraksar, what we saw in that person was the intensity of the epileptic attacks first went down. Then the frequency of the attacks went down. And eventually now the person is very stable with a very minuscule dose of conventional medicines, but a regular dose of Baraksar, right? In such cases, unfortunately, the body doesn't develop the mechanism to procure everything from food. So here, Baraksar as a medicine needs to be supplemented, probably for a long-term basis. But Baraksar is very convenient to take. All of these salts are sweet. They are easy to carry, easy to find, cheaper to procure. So it's actually a very convenient way without side effects that a person can continue taking them. Right. Shall I take questions in the end? Okay. So basically, I run a Baraksar course online. My mother runs a Baraksar course online. We have a basic course whose batch is now starting in July. And here we teach how how to identify the first signs of lifestyle diseases, right? So when I said, or rather when we say that somebody has diabetes, always we see things like frequent colds, frequent acidity in that person's case paper or in that person's history right from childhood, right? All of these attribute towards the deficiencies of certain salts. The salts like natrum phos, which is sodium phosphate, or natrum sulf, which is sodium sulfate, whose deficiencies were of a superficial kind at that time, but they were not healed or they were not satiated at that time. which led to deepening of those deficiencies, and then lifestyle diseases like diabetes were set in. Okay, so through Barakshar, we are able to identify these first signs of either lifestyle diseases or chronic diseases, so to say, and which will help us arrest them at those superficial levels, and will make sure that they don't progress into a lifestyle disease, right? So this, I believe, is a major contribution of learning Barakshar in our lives, of integrating Barakshar in our lives, right? So it is very significant. It makes a huge difference knowing Barakshar and somebody who doesn't know Barakshar. Then next might be guiding how to eliminate those first signs. That is another super important thing that you might learn through Barakshar. Barakshar also gives us a perspective to understand our traditional cuisines, our traditional customs, why certain things are included in our food. Why do we always use asafoetida? Why do we always have insisted on eating on a banana leaf? Or why have we chosen certain leaves to make leaf plates, kinva patrawalya? Not just because of the shape of the leaves, but also because of certain salts present in the leaves, and so on, and how that aids into digestion. And all of these pointers can very well be understood if you do this course. Similarly, there is a lot of logic. Once you understand Barakshar, all the logic reveals itself of why certain traditions are very important during the postpartum phase of a woman, during certain festivals. These were the rituals set in this sequence, and they were very important in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. It could be fasts, which were compulsory before a day of the festival. It could be seasonal changes in the dietary customs, like there are certain sects who don't eat non-veg on certain days. Similarly, there is a logic behind not eating onions during the monsoon season. Basically, it's not the harvesting season of onions anyway, and so on. So all of these insights into our own life, our own history, our own culture can be understood through the lens of Barakshar. And at the same time, it will help you identify precautionary measures in maintaining your health as a student who has learned Barakshar, right? So that is why I believe everybody should learn Barakshar. You learn it through me or my mother through these courses, or you can learn it anywhere you find. But do learn Barakshar. I think it's a science which is very simple to understand. It is a therapy that is very natural for our body and has no side effects, right? At the same time, it helps us understand so many perspectives from our own culture that it helps us hold on to those customs, right? Then it doesn't remain like something our forefathers have always been doing. No, but I am aware why I'm doing it. This is how it is helping me, is the kind of awakening that will happen through the lens of Barakshar. So yeah. So that is why I believe everybody should learn Barakshar. And that is why I am literally on a mission to make it as popular as it can get. Now, let's talk about integrated therapy. For any ailment, therapy, or rather healing, has to happen on 2 to 3 dimensions. Even in conventional therapy, what does the doctor say? He just doesn't give you some pills. He will say, do exercise, take good rest, reduce work. So he's working on all of those dimensions. Similarly, or rather more holistically, Healthy Me and Barakshar can be these two dimensions on which you can make sure that the body keeps healing at a faster rate, right? Now, Healthy Me is a specific kind of naturopathy which is run by Pallavi Dhut, that simplifies it, and simplicity being a sign of genius is how she explains all the aspects of our body and how it helps in maintaining a certain lifestyle and then healing our body through that lifestyle. So Healthy Me becomes a big agent of helping us activate all of our detoxification pathways in the body. The pathways could be skin, could be sweating, could be our usual mala and mutra, and so on. And Healthy Me helps us really clean those pathways and use them as, good highways to expel the toxins which have been stored in our body over the years, over our entire lifetimes. Simultaneously, Bharakshar comes into the picture and it starts balancing the body chemistry. It helps and accelerates healing. And whenever you have detox symptoms, where sometimes in the process of detoxification through Healthy Me, sometimes we encounter headaches, sometimes we encounter upset stomachs. All of these can be very naturally countered or healed using Bharakshar. And the pathway of healing then becomes uneventful and enhanced. So that a together outcome, like a cumulative outcome of both these processes together, becomes very enriching. The person has not gone through a lot of negativity or detox symptoms in the process if both these things are happening together. Similarly, sometimes chronic disease having set in certain patients, it becomes very difficult for Healthy Me or Bharakshar to work on that person individually, right? In a segregated fashion. Bharakshar alone sometimes doesn't give results as fast as one might expect, or as fast as one's patience is giving up, right? People are really tired of their chronic illnesses. The chronic illnesses are very troubling, causing a lot of pain. So for us as practitioners also, we feel that we want to accelerate the healing process. So for that, as a Bharakshar practitioner, I would love to take the procedures of Healthy Me into the picture and help the person get better faster. Simultaneously, I would love if I can help in the Healthy Me process, so that through the detoxification processes of hydrotherapy, of even oiling your body and so on, of different changes in diet and so on, that the person feels better faster, because we are supplementing it with mineral nutrients, with mineral micronutrients through Bharakshar, right? So that is why we've come to a place where we want people to accept these two therapies together. And for that, I would like to invite Pallavi Dhut to come now, unmute herself, open her camera and tell a little bit about Healthy Me as well.
Yes, hi. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Harshita. Hi. Just give me a minute to switch on my camera.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to see me now? Yeah, I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So good morning, everyone. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you for a wonderful presentation. And thank you for giving out some understanding and information about Healthy Me. So as she has already said, the integrated approach really works beautifully. I myself have been exploring Barakshar with Harshada for past few months, about 5 months, and I have realized that synchronously these two things can be very, very powerful tool for anyone who is wanting to build good health for themselves, is working on self on this path of health creation. I would just like to add a few sentences which will tell you a few basic philosophy and basic understanding on which Healthy Me is built. So Healthy Me is a 12-week lifestyle healthy habit integration program which I run online. And we have an introduction next Saturday, same time, 7 to 9 a.m. And Harshada will surely share with everyone, and I will also be sharing for those who are from Healthy Me community. For those who have already done Healthy Me and are here, let me tell you the premise that we have in Healthy Me is the only role that we have in creating health is give the right kind of environment. So get back to the Prakritik environment, as we call it, and body knows how to heal itself. And the most important aspect of creating the perfect Prakritik or natural environment inside the body is provide the body with the right kind of building blocks and minerals, or as it has been identified in this whole therapy, Barakshar therapy, the crucial 12 minerals are, they're like the pillars, or what you can say, the key ingredients which run the entire philosophy. So each and every, the smallest of the reactions in the body cannot happen if there are no right minerals available. Yeah, so in a way, Barakshar, according to me, is not a therapy. It's just an additional, in a very crude language, as we say, it's a food supplement. But for me, it's an element which is missing from our food today. Because of so many factors, we use a lot of demineralized food for a very, very long time. And that is where the deficiencies are created. And that is how the basic body processes get compromised. So Barakshar is a great support to the Healthy Me process, which is based on understanding that the entire internal environment creation process is supported by working on Ahar, Vihar, Vichar, Achar. But the Ahar part is very, very crucial. And that is where Barakshar supports the Healthy Me process. And I have experienced this in the last 5 months. It does have some additional impact on the whole process of correcting the environment and experiencing better health. That is what I would support what Harshada is saying, that we would like to work together and present this as an integrated approach to people. Now we'd like to, both of us are very passionate about sharing this knowledge that we have and experience that we have with people. So if we do it together, I'm sure it will be a better experience for a lot many people. And we'll in future we'll come up with programs which are like totally integrated, Barakshar and Healthy Me process. For those who are from Healthy Me here, I would definitely recommend that get in touch with Harshada, create your case papers, and see. Harshada's approach is extremely systematic. Being a scientist, she has to be systematic. So she takes into consideration all your symptoms, and the whole therapy is based on that, that it takes into consideration all the symptoms and recognizes the specific deficiencies, mineral deficiencies, and then a combination of it is provided to you. She also runs education program about Barakshar, which is going to, I think, initiate new batch in July. So you can think of joining that too. With that, I end my small briefing about Healthy Me. Thank you, Harshada. Thank you for this. And I would definitely look forward to seeing you all on next Saturday for my introductory session for Healthy Me program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pallavi. Yes. So,
so I'm around. If anyone has any questions regarding Healthy Me, they can also ask the questions.
yes.
And for Barakshar, Harshada, your number, then I'll share with all the Healthy Me groups.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Right. Yes, so with this we have come to the end of our session as well. Make use of Healthy Me and all the naturopathic techniques through Healthy Me and Barakshar together to see some enhanced results in your healing journey, in your journey towards great health. So these are my necessary contact details, my number, my YouTube channel, which is not active right now. This is the video. This is probably the first video that will go on there. Instagram and my email address. Feel free to contact me through either of these modes. And thank you very much. We are now open for questions. Yeah. Yes, Mohini ma'am, please ask your question.
हॅलो, नमस्ते हर्षदा मॅडम. मराठीत बोलतेय मी, चालेल?
हो हो, डेफिनेटली.
नमस्कार. खूप छान वाटलं आपलं ऐकून आताचं प्रेझेंटेशन. आणि अजून आधीच मला आवड होती आणि मला आणखी जास्त आवडायला लागलं असं वाटतं ऍक्च्युअली, कारण सायंटिफिक वेनी आपण समजावून सांगितलं. मला एक विचारायचं होतं की जसं आता आपल्याला कॅल्शियम डेफिशियन्सी आहे, मेनोपॉज मध्ये आपल्याला डॉक्टर सांगतात घ्यायला, पण आपण जर बाराक्षारचं सुरू केलं ट्रीटमेंट, तर मग आपल्याला जे आपण ॲलोपॅथीचे कॅल्शियम टॅबलेट्स घेत होतो ते बंद करून मग सुरू करावं का, कसं करावं?
सो बाराक्षार आणि ॲलोपॅथी हे दोन्ही एकत्र खूप छान काम करतात. आपल्याला
एक्स्ट्रा डोस होईल असं नाही होणार का, असं विचार?
नाही, ॲलोपॅथिक ट्रीटमेंट फॉर मेनोपॉज ही खूप वेगळी आहे. इट इज व्हेरी डिफरंट मॉलिक्युल्स. आणखीन बऱ्याचदा त्याला आपण पूरक ठरतो. म्हणजे बाराक्षार मधनं आपण जे क्षार देतो शरीराला ते ह्या ट्रीटमेंटला पूरक ठरतो. आणि या ट्रीटमेंटची जे डोसेजेस असतात त्यांची रिक्वायरमेंट कमी कमी होत जाते. तर ते डॉक्टरच स्वतःहून मग ते हळू कमी करतात. आपण काही करायची गरज नसते.
ऍक्च्युली कॅल्शियम करता मी डॉक्टरकडे वारंवार नाही, मेनोपॉजच्या वेळा त्यांनी म्हटलं की आता तुम्ही कॅल्शियम इंटेक चालू करा डेली, तर मी सुरू केलेला. तर तेव्हापासून. पण आता मला असं वाटतंय की कोणी म्हणजे कॅल्शियम डिपॉझिट्स होतं म्हणतात त्यांनी असं वगैरे, तर ते बंद करून आपण हे चालू करावं का, हे माझ्या डोक्यात आहे म्हणून विचार.
इफ इट इज जस्ट कॅल्शियम सप्लिमेंट्स तर मग काहीच हरकत नसते आपण बाराक्षारवर शिफ्ट होण्यासाठी. कारण हो, पण आपण केस पेपर करून कॅल्शियमचे नेमके कुठल्या कुठल्या सॉल्ट्सची डेफिशियन्सी आहे ती ओळखून घेऊन मग आपण
ठरवू शकतो. हो, ते जास्त बेटर, राईट? बरोबर. आणि केस आपल्याला कुठल्या व्यक्तीचा केस पेपर बनवायला आपल्याशी कॉन्टॅक्ट करायचं असेल तर काही आपलं कन्व्हिनियंट टायमिंग आहे की कधी केलं तर चालेल असं विचारायचं?
साधारण सकाळी 10 नंतर ते संध्याकाळी 5 किंवा 7 वाजेपर्यंत सुद्धा हरकत. हो,
म्हणजे 10 ते 5 मध्ये आपल्याला कन्व्हिनियंट आहे. आणि ऑनलाईन होऊ शकेल तर जास्ती चांगलं राहील, कारण आपण मला वाटतं पुण्यामध्ये प्लेस्ड आहात ना?
नाही, मी तमिळनाडूत असते.
अच्छा,
कोइंबतूर. तर मी ऑनलाईनच घेते बऱ्यापैकी माझ्या अपॉइंटमेंट. क्वचितच कोणीतरी जवळचं घरी येतं.
हो, ठीक आहे ना. आणि म्हणजे
आमची एक 10 जणांची टीम आहे आणि ते सगळे अवेलेबल आहेत केस पेपर्स करायला, औषधं द्यायला आणि पूर्णपणे समर्थ आहेत. तर मी नाही तर इतर कोणीतरी नक्की अवेलेबल असतं त्या क्षणी, म्हणून लगेचच तुम्हाला मदत करू शकते.
हो, पण एखाद्या पेशंटचं आपल्याला म्हणजे कन्सल्ट करायचं असेल तर आपली अपॉइंटमेंट घेऊन करायला लागेल, म्हणजे आधी एकदा कम्युनिकेट करून ते बेटर राहील ना? हो ना?
येस.
आणि पेशंटशीच आपलं बोलणं आवश्यक राहील मला वाटतं.
हो. सो कसं असतं, पेशंट जर बोलण्याच्या परिस्थितीत असला तर उत्तम, नाहीतर मग त्यांच्या जवळची एखादी व्यक्ती की जे नॉर्मल डॉक्टर.
नाही, आलं लक्षामध्ये. हो, पेशंट असेल अवेलेबल तर जास्ती चांगलं राहील, प्रश्नच नाही.
हो,
ठीक आहे. काही वाटलं तर मी आपल्याला कळवते. तसं आहे, कारण आता प्रत्येकच आजूबाजूच्या ओळखीत आणि नात्यात आपल्याला काही ना काही क्रोनिक वाले पेशंट्स असतातच. तर मी नक्कीच स्प्रेड करेन आणि मला आवडेल, त्यांना बरं वाटलं तर आपल्याला आनंदाने समाधान मिळेल. म्हणून मला खूप छान वाटलं, कारण याच्यात काहीच त्रास नाही. औषधं म्हणजे स्ट्रॉंग आहेत किंवा त्याला कडवटपणा आहे किंवा त्याच्याकडे खूप वेळांचं भान ठेवायचंय असं पण नाहीये. थोडासा मागे पुढे वेळ झाली तरी चालेल असं
अगदी.
सगळं वाटलं मला, म्हणून मला छान वाटतंय जास्ती.
हो.
खूप खूप थँक्स आपल्याला, आणि आजच्यामुळे खूपच फायदा होतोय आणखी. प्रेझेंटेशन खूप छान वाटलं, व्यवस्थित.
थँक्यू.
थँक्यू. थँक्यू मॅडम. नमस्ते.
नमस्कार. बोला शुभदा ताई.
आता मी हेल्दीनी काहीतरी सांगितलं ना, त्यांचं काय ग्रुप आहे का काय?
हो, त्यांचा ग्रुप आहे. मी हा आपला टॉक संपला की आपल्या बाराक्षरच्या ग्रुप्सवरती त्यांचे कॉन्टॅक्ट डिटेल्स पाठवते, आणि मग तुम्ही त्यांना मेसेज लिहिलात की ते तुम्हाला त्यांच्या इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशनच्या ग्रुपमध्ये इन्क्लूड करतील.
बरं बरं.
हो.
थँक्यू.
मोस्ट वेलकम. शशीताई, सॉरी शशी ठाकूर.
येस, गुड मॉर्निंग मॅम.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
मला विचारायचं होतं की ज्या पेशंटला सल्फा ड्रगची एलर्जी असते, आपण म्हणतो की त्यांना एलर्जी आहे, तर आपल्या जे ड्रग्स आहेत त्याच्यामध्ये पण सल्फेट्स, सॉल्ट्स आहेत. मग ते सेम एलर्जी होते का, की असं काही नाहीये, ते वेगळे असतात, हे वेगळे असतात?
एक्झॅक्टली. तर क्रूड फॉर्मची युजली लोकांना एलर्जी असते. जेव्हा आपण बाराक्षर जसं पोटेंटाइज करतो तसं पोटेंटाइज औषध केलं की त्याचे ॲलर्जिक किंवा ॲलर्जिक रिॲक्शन होण्याची जी प्रॉपर्टीज असतात त्या बदलतात. सो व्हॉट वी हॅव सीन इन आवर प्रॅक्टिस इज इफ यू आर ॲलर्जिक टू लेट्स से सल्फर और सल्फ मेडिसिन्स ॲज यू सेड, तर त्यांना माणूस रिॲक्ट होत नाही थ्रू बाराक्षर. सो इफ यू टेक बाराक्षर, वी हॅव सो मेनी पीपल की ज्यांना ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन सूटच होत नाही, पण तेच जर आपण बाराक्षरातनं त्यांना ट्रीट केलं तर त्यांना व्यवस्थित परिणाम होतो आणि सेफली त्यांना आपल्याला हील करून देता येतं. सो असा आमचा अनुभव आहे. आणि दुसरं एक उत्तम उदाहरण त्याचं असंही आहे की आपण बाराक्षरात लॅक्टोज शुगर वापरून पदार्थ डायल्यूट करतो किंवा पोटंटाइज करतो. तर कधी कधी लोकांना असं वाटतं की अरे पण मी लॅक्टोज इंटॉलरंट आहे, मग कसं चालेल. तर तसं ते काम करतच नाही, कारण आपण जेव्हा खलतो एखादा पदार्थ पोटंटाइज करण्यासाठी तेव्हा त्यांची ॲलर्जी होण्याची जी प्रॉपर्टी असते ती निघून जाते. आणि आमच्या तरी अनुभवात कोणालाच बाराक्षराची ॲलर्जी अजून आढळलेली नाहीये पूर्ण 15 वर्षाच्या अनुभवात.
ओके मॅम, थँक्यू.
हरकत नाही सेफली ट्राय करायला.
थँक्यू मॅम.
मोस्ट वेलकम. हिमांशु कुमार, प्लीज आस्क योर क्वेश्चन.
हेलो, गुड मॉर्निंग मैम.
गुड मॉर्निंग.
ये अस्थमा पे भी काम करता है क्या बाराक्षर?
जी जी जी, बहुत अच्छी तरह से. हमारे फैमिली में हेरिडिटरी अस्थमा है, तो मुझे अस्थमा का बहुत अनुभव है. मैं डेफिनेटली कह सकती हूँ कि हेल्दी मी और बाराक्षर साथ में अगर करे तो अस्थमा मान लो एक हफ्ते भर की बीमारी है और वो आराम से ठीक हो जाती.
मैम अगर पुराना हो 10-12 साल पुराना तो?
जी जी, वो भी हो जाता है. मुझे भी बचपन से ही था. मान लो मैंने अभी 3 महीने पहले ही हेल्दी मी स्टार्ट किया था. मेरे लिटरली पहले 10 दिन में ही अस्थमा ठीक हो चुका है. 25
मैम एक और क्वेश्चन था कि आँख का रोशनी थोड़ा धीरे धीरे बहुत फास्ट मतलब डिक्रीज हो रहा है, तो उसमें भी कुछ काम करता है क्या?
जी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया, क्या धीरे धीरे डिक्रीज हो रहा है?
मतलब आँख का रोशनी में बहुत ज्यादा ये हो रहा है, कम.
आँख की रोशनी कम हो रही है. हाँ, आँख की रोशनी में अभी तक हमें ज्यादा सक्सेस नहीं मिला है, लेकिन केस पेपर करके देख लेना चाहिए कि एग्जैक्टली क्या क्या डेफिशिएंसीज है, तो उस हिसाब से हम हेल्प तो कर ही सकेंगे, कम से कम रिड्यूस तो कर ही सकेंगे स्पीड जिस हिसाब से वो बढ़ते जा रहा है. तो मुझे लगता है कि कुछ ना कुछ तो फायदा हम दिला के दे ही सकते हैं.
थैंक यू मैम.
थैंक यू. लीना मॅम विचारा.
माझा प्रश्न पल्लवी मॅडम ना होता.
ओके.
हॅलो.
हा, हेल्दी मी बद्दल मला प्रश्न विचारायचा होता. म्हणजे नॅचरोपॅथी मध्ये विथ डायटरी मॉडिफिकेशन्स तुम्ही काही आयुर्वेदिक प्रोसेसेस पंचकर्म सारख्या पण वापरता का?
नाही, अजिबात नाही, कारण आयुर्वेद आणि निसर्गोपचार ह्या दोन बऱ्याच पॅरलल असल्या तरी काही आस्पेक्ट्स त्याचे कॉन्ट्रडिक्टिंग आहेत. कारण निसर्गोपचारामध्ये औषधं अजिबात नाही आहेत आणि आयुर्वेद आपल्याला सगळ्यांनाच माहिती आहे की औषधं आणि लाईफस्टाईल म्हणजे आहार विहार विचाराच्या बरोबर औषधही आहे. सो आयुर्वेदाची रेकमेंडेशन्स हे एक पॅकेज आहे ज्याच्यामध्ये तुमचा आहार आणि औषधं असं कॉम्बिनेशन येतं. वेराज निसर्गोपचारामध्ये औषधं नावाचा प्रकारच नाहीये आणि काही डायटरी रेकमेंडेशन्स त्याच्यामुळे कॉन्फ्लिक्टिंग असू शकतात आयुर्वेदाच्या बरोबर. त्या निसर्गोपचाराच्या शुद्धिक्रिया पण बऱ्याच वेगळ्या आहेत आयुर्वेदापेक्षा. त्यामुळे आम्ही काही औषधं किंवा म्हणजे आयुर्वेदाच्या प्रक्रिया इकडे स्पेसिफिकली नाही सांगत. काही गोष्टी ओव्हरलॅप असू शकतात. पण युजली जे लोक आयुर्वेदिक ट्रीटमेंट्स घेत आहेत त्यांना मी असं सांगते की ते वेगळं ठेवा. म्हणजे तुम्हाला जर आयुर्वेद सूट होत असेल आणि त्याचा फायदा होत असेल तर तेच करा. आणि जर तुम्हाला असं वाटत असेल की आयुर्वेदामध्ये काहीतरी मला अजून तेवढा रिझल्ट मिळत नाहीये तर मग तुम्ही थोडे दिवस आयुर्वेद थांबवा, निसर्गोपचाराचा अनुभव घ्या आणि मग नंतर विचार करता येईल की हे दोन्ही इंटिग्रेट कसं करायचं. पण एकत्र दोन्ही करण्याने खूप कन्फ्युजन वाढतं, शारीरिक स्तरावर सुद्धा आणि मानसिक स्तरावर सुद्धा. कारण काय कशामुळे होतंय काहीच कळत नाही.
ओके ओके, थँक्यू मॅम.
थँक्यू.
येस येस, हुज नेक्स्ट? हा, मोहिनी मॅम विचारा.
हॅलो, नमस्कार मॅडम. आजचं प्रेझेंटेशन शेअर करू शकाल का विचारायचं होतं?
हो.
थँक्यू 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 व्हेरी मच.
तुम्ही मला पर्सनली मेसेज करा व्हॉट्सअपवर.
हो, ठीक आहे ना, नक्की. थँक्यू.
स्वाती भिडे विचारा. स्वाती भिडे तुम्ही. हा,
मला असं विचारायचंय की आतापर्यंत पार्किन्सनच्या पेशंटचे काही स्टेटस सांगू शकाल का की तुम्ही त्यांना रिकव्हर केलंय म्हणा किंवा असं काही?
सो पार्किन्सन्सचे अनुभव असे आहेत की त्यांचा प्रोग्रेशन थांबवू शकलोय. एका सर्टन लिमिट पर्यंत पार्किन्सन पोचल्यावर त्यांच्या ब्रेन मधलं होणारं श्रिंकेज आपण थांबवू शकतो किंवा त्यांच्या हातापायातलं जे कंपन असतं ते पण आपण लिमिट करू शकतो, असा आमचा अनुभव आहे.
अच्छा. आणि टोटली रिकवर्ड असं काही साढळ का? बेसिकली
खूप लवकर लक्षात आलं तर आपल्याला टोटली थांबवता येतं. प्रोग्रेस झाल्यानंतर टोटली नाही बरं करता येत. आणि हेरिडेटरी होणार नाही हे बघता येतं.
राईट. तर जसं आईने आता सांगितलं की आपल्याला खूप लवकर लक्षात आलं तर नक्की आपल्याला त्याच्यातनं बाहेर काढता येतं. पण होऊन गेलेलं आहे, याच्यानंतर आपण त्याचा प्रोग्रेस कमी करू शकतो डेफिनेटली. सिमिलरली त्याची जी हेरिडिटी असते त्यावर आपण व्यवस्थित काम करू शकतो की पुढच्या पिढींना तो होणार नाही ह्याची व्यवस्थित काळजी आपण घेऊ शकतो. तर हे नक्की आपण करू शकतो. राईट. मार्वेला, इफ आय एम नॉट wrongly pronouncing, please.
Thank you.
Thank you.
हॅलो.
येस.
हा, नमस्कार. मी शिवाली शिंदे. ते मार्वेला माझ्या ऑफिसचं हे आहे. तर मी करते. तर मला एक विचारायचं होतं की वेन देर इज अ डीप ग्रीफ और अक्यूट ट्रॉमा म्हणजे मी आता मुलांच्या शाळेमध्ये जाते तर तेव्हा कधी कधी मुलं ओपन अप होत नाहीत. आम्ही वेगवेगळ्या थेरपी वापरतो. तर तेव्हा हे काम करतं का? म्हणजे एखादं डीप ग्रीफ असेल, सडन डिमाइस किंवा कधी आता ह्याच्यात हे होतं मुलींवर अब्यूज होतं, तेव्हा ते ओपन नाही होत. तेव्हा हे काम करतं का? विथ हिस्ट्री ऑफकोर्स.
सो व्हॉट वी हॅव रिअलाइज्ड इट, एखादी व्यक्ती ओपन अप होत नाही यासाठी ब्रेन मध्ये एक सर्टन केमिकल चेंज झालेला असतो. त्यांनी ती मेमरी लॉक करून ठेवलेली असते आणि दॅट इज सॉर्ट ऑफ ऑब्स्ट्रक्टेड बाय ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन्स, केमिकल ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन्स इन द ब्रेन. तर त्यासाठी आपल्याला क्षार देता येतात. आणि
ओके,
हो, आणि आय हॅव सीन इट मायसेल्फ की people open up. People at counseling have shown better sharing, better opening up. जे तुम्ही एक्झॅक्टली बोलताय त्याच शब्दात मी पण ऐकलंय की लोक असं करतात. लहान मुलं तर
म्हणजे
पटकन
डिनायल मोड मध्ये असतात. दे डझंट ऍक्सेप्ट द फॅक्ट किंवा खूप फिअर असेल पण मग त्याला कव्हरेज येतं अँगरचं. म्हणजे मुलांमध्ये आपण बघतो ॲग्रेशन सध्या जे आहे, तर त्याच्यात हे काम करतं का?
हो. सो अगेन ॲग्रेशनचं जे मास्किंग असतं ना, की यू मास्क युअर इमोशन विथ ॲग्रेशन इज अ काइंड ऑफ इनएफिशियन्सी ऑफ द ब्रेन टू रिसीव्ह ऑक्सिजन.
ओके.
तर आपण तेव्हा ब्रेनला जे ऑक्सिजन पुरवतात ते सॉल्ट जर त्यांना दिले आणि ब्रेनला लागतं त्या पोटेन्सी मध्ये दिले की मग आपल्याला त्यांच्यात हळूहळू का होईना पण शाश्वत असा बदल दिसायला लागतो. वी डू सी सस्टेन्ड चेंजेस इन देअर बिहेवियर.
सॉरी, अजून एक थोडंसं, जेव्हा करिअरची सुरुवात असते, कारण आता या मुलांकरता संपूर्णच करतो आम्ही, तेव्हा करिअर निवडताना किंवा कधी कधी डिसिजन चुकला, टेक द स्टेप, किंवा नोकरीमध्ये सेटल डाऊन होताना किंवा आफ्टर मॅरेज मुलींना रादर सासवांना सुद्धा ऍक्सेप्टन्स जो आहे ना त्यांचा रिलेशनशिप्स मध्ये, तर त्याच्यात पण आपण हे करतो. कारण आम्ही फ्लॉवर रेमेडीत शिकलोय की त्याच्यात आपण औषध देऊ शकतो की नवीन नातं आहे, नवीन सीझन आहे, तर मग ह्याच्यात पण असं करू शकतो आपण.
हो हो, डेफिनेटली. आणि आम्ही ह्यासाठी माझ्या मुलांना तरी मी खूप लिबरली ह्याचा उपयोग केलेला आहे. आणि आम्हाला असं रिअलाइज झालंय की ह्यानी नॉट जस्ट द मूड with which they accept new changes, their overall acceptability of new changes, be it in terms of food, be it in terms of environment, all of it also changes. म्हणजे एक मेंटल टेनॅसिटी जी आपण म्हणतो ती डेव्हलप होताना आम्ही पाहिली बाराक्षराच्या रेग्युलर युसेजनी. लहान मुलांमध्ये पटकन, तुमच्यामध्ये सुद्धा, म्हणजे मी ॲज अडल्ट ऑल्सो किंवा माझ्या अवतीभोवतीचे जे पेशंट्स आहेत त्या सगळ्यांमध्ये पण मी ती एक जनरल मेंटल टेनेसिटी डेव्हलप होताना पाहिली की कुठलीही परिस्थिती कितीही वाकडी तिकडी बदलली तरीही माणूस पटकन त्याला सामावून घेतो आणि पटकन डिसिजन्स घेऊन संकट सुद्धा व्यवस्थित पेलू शकतो.
थँक्यू. कारण आता आपण ऍडमिशन खूप पटकन घेतो बाहेरच्या युनिव्हर्सिटीजला किंवा नोकरी बदलतो, पण तिथे गेल्यावर त्याला आपण म्हणतो होमसिकनेस वगैरे, पण ते आर अनेबल टू ऍडजस्ट द एन्व्हायरमेंट फॉर दॅट. ओके, थँक्यू.
करेक्ट. या हा खूपच कॉमन इश्यू झालेला आहे. कारण आता सततच माणसं सारखी गावं बदलत असतात, सगळेजण बदलत असतात. सो दिस बिकम्स व्हेरी क्रुशियल. Yes. Hi, Deepika. You can ask your question. Nice to see you here.
Hi, Harshita. Sorry for joining late, but I wanted to ask you if you have any chronic inflammation or you have developed anything like an oral lichen planus. I'm under investigation currently. So all these kind of ailments, would you be able to help in that?
So definitely, maybe not in isolation, But with either allopathic treatment or healthy knee processes, we've seen a lot of chronic inflammation, and my mother herself had lichen planus, a very severe one.
OLP?
Sorry?
It was oral?
It was not oral, it was all over her body, especially places where it was not visible, really in her private parts and all.
Yes.
Yeah. So that we have extensively come out using Barakshar and pranayam. So yes, I know definitely we can help in this.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Harshad. I'll be in touch with you.
Sure.
Pallavi did mention to me, but I was just being bogged down with a lot of other stuff.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Rushali Tai.
Hello.
Hi.
Actually, you have mentioned that you have used it for your kids. So, but I just wanted to know that from what age Barakshar can be used?
So I have used it on my sons right from when they were newborns.
Okay.
One of my
So
sons
there is no okay. So there is no age bar for Barakshar.
No, because Barakshar is very safe. For babies, usually we convert it into a powder form or buy directly the powder form that you get, and simply use very small amounts on their tongue, and almost always administering the required salts to the mother and feeding it through the breast milk was the mode of administering it to the baby.
Okay.
The complaints that are there in the baby are basically deficiency.
There in the mother, yeah.
Also.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it would work for both. So that happened. But from 1 year onwards, they have been given almost adult dosages of Barakshar.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Most welcome. Yes. Yes, Deepika.
I also wanted to find out, how does Barakshar help for hypothyroidism?
Hypothyroid.
Yeah.
So basically, Barakshar has a few salts, like I mentioned, sodium sulfate, and, which helps expel the extrafluous water. So according to Barakshar, why does hypothyroidism happen? It happens the thyroid gland between its little cells starts accumulating some extracellular fluid, which it is not able to expel. Sometimes it also starts getting inflamed, and even that causes a change in the hormone that it secretes. So by Barakshar, what we do is we try and mend the gland. We try and improve the entire hormonal balance in the body through salts that we know. And mainly it is natrum sulf or sodium sulfate. But two other in conjunction, they really help hypothyroidism. And what we have seen is that from a span of 6 months to an year, the dosage comes to a minimal, to the level that now almost 5-6 of our thyroid patients are having take probably just a once in a week dosage, because the doctor is too nervous to completely stop it. That is the level it has come to.
Oh, wow. And I had what are the tests generally that you have to do, or you will tell it when you create the case paper?
So in Barakshar, we really value the feelings or the symptoms that the patient is experiencing, as opposed to pathological tests.
Okay.
If we've done them, it will only help us confirm what we are concluding through the person's symptoms.
Okay.
And
all right.
To hypothyroidism, we will ask you, what are you experiencing through that? Are you experiencing throat pain, weight gain, and things like that, headaches? And through that, we'll navigate and find your salts which have gone deficient, basically.
Okay. Sure.
It is a science developed, I think, 150 years ago. So its fundamentals are mostly on consulting with the patient, remaining in communication, honest and frequent feedbacks, and that is how we navigate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dear. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yes. Somebody has asked a question in the chat box. Yes. I hope Sunanda ma'am's issue was solved. Please share the contact details, Healthini group link, and YouTube channel. Okay. So I will share that here. You are there in Barakshar class, which right now Pethe ma'am is running. Yes, I am there. Usually in the background, but yes, I am present. It will help me if you share your presentation. Yes, I will do that. Plus, this entire video is going for public viewing on YouTube. So, if you want, I can clearly, you send me a personal message and I will send you the presentation if you need the presentation. But otherwise, it will be there on YouTube for you to share with people and everything. Right? That's that. So let me just quickly type out my contact details. My phone is till that time. If anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask. I think we are nearing the end of our session. I will share the help.
May I ask?
Yes.
I'm Sunanda. My problem was solved. So thank you so much. It was a wonderful presentation. You mentioned about special difficulties like in autism, ADHD, and all. So what can, how can these people be helped? Even like CP children. So could you give us?
I did not hear.
Attention issues and like autism children have social issues. How these can be dealt through Barakshar?
Yes, yes. So one of our senior students is can you mute yourself so that my echo? Yeah, thanks. So basically one of our students, she is a special child therapist and she has extensively worked in autism, and she still helps children come out of the certain stigmas that they have. Having discussed with her extensively, she and I have sort of narrowed down 5 to 6 salts whose deficiencies are seen in different proportions. It could be very superficial or it could be very deeply ingrained deficiencies. Either this way or that way, we can narrow it down to some 5-6 salts. And then through each and every case paper, we decide which salt goes in what proportion into the formula of that person. Right? So it's completely tailored to that child or that person. And that becomes our way of going about the issue. Basically, making case paper helps us understand the whole process.
And even older children, like who have crossed their teenage, even they can be helped.
Yes, currently young adult, I think nearing his 30 years of age, is my patient, also a Healthini participant, whom by integrated approach has seen a difference within 2 months itself. And he had a severe, I think, a severe set of symptoms or complaints when it comes to his autism. And we have seen him getting more social or getting more bold about making decisions about going out. So baby steps, but certainly steps which are easily noticeable are seen within 2 months. So yes, we can make difference in even older children. Younger children certainly will react faster, but even in older children, with a little bit of our patience, we can make a difference. Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Hi, I have a question, Harshada.
Hi. Yeah.
I have seen in the market that there are tonics available that has 12 Baraksha together. How do you look at it? What is your perspective?
So, my perspective is that these medicines are not to be taken blindly. Every salt
Right.
has some role to play, which is separate from each other. And when it comes to administering these salts, though they don't have any side effects, accumulation of these salts in your body adds the burden on the body to expel them if the body doesn't need them. So don't take them all at once, certainly. Our technique of administering salts, we initially give probably a few salts together, but beyond that, it is literally one salt per 24 hours or one salt per 12 hours for people who are more serious. And that entire time period for the body to work on the salt, to use it in maximum ways possible, to heal in maximum ways possible, basically. So we are trying to maximize the usage with minimum salts getting ingested. So we are troubling the equilibrium of the body very little. And so taking Barakshar as tonic, taking Barakshar blindly as supplements becomes sometimes ineffective because you're not catering it to what your body requires. And you might be ingesting things which are unnecessary and might be burdening the body, because expelling anything from the body takes so much of energy and effort from the chemical point of view, the metabolic point of view for the body, right? So yeah, it doesn't make sense. We have come across people who've been taking such bara salts together for years together, and there are no change in their complaints. Initially, they felt a little better, but then again, situation went back to where it started from. So they're not very effective unless very mindfully used.
And another, thank you so much. And another question I have is, does Barakshar can it treat ovarian cyst? Because that is my current situation.
Definitely, we have got very beautiful results in almost everybody who's taken medicine for ovarian cysts, and even girls with polycystic ovary syndrome (PCOS) have been able to help them get a regular period or get a very uneventful, smooth conception, and so on. So likewise in your condition as well, the ovarian cyst is nothing but, again, this extracellular fluid which is laden with toxins, which is outside the cells of the ovaries. So it's not within the cell of the ovaries, it's on the outside. So the body needs to find certain salts that will help expel that fluid out. And very normally it's simply sodium sulfate or natrum sulf is what we call it in Barakshar, that helps do this. So probably in different proportions in everybody's case, but this is the salt which will mostly lead the way in getting it better.
Okay, thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yes. So Himanshu Singh, kindly contact me on this phone number personally. This is also my WhatsApp number, and I will share you things like group, Healthy Me group link and all. People who are not connected with me directly, please note this phone number down, and you can then message me and ask me for whatever details you need. On YouTube, you can simply search my name Harshita Pethe or Madhuri Pethe, so that you can access our online content. Though it is not much right now, but we are going to begin this. So yeah, Lalita ma'am, please ask your question. ललिता मॅम, तुम्ही म्यूटच आहात बहुतेक, आम्हाला काहीच ऐकू येत नाही. No, still you're mute. We cannot hear you. All right. I will like to move on to Shilpa ma'am.
Yeah, good morning, Harsha. I
Morning.
just wanted to ask, this Baraksar salts, will they help in delayed speech? Because there are lots of cases which come up nowadays. And also in developmental delays, where children who are not able to keep with the regular pattern which is expected for development, neck holding or walking, speech, all those things.
So to understand developmental delays, we need to understand if there are obstructions in their nerves or their nerve muscle interactions. Over there, then magnesium and silicon together might be helpful, is what I see. Having said that, to understand what magnesium and silicon deficiencies otherwise show up in the person, in the baby, it will be crucial. But then, yes, mostly we will certainly be able to significantly make a change in the developmental delays. Yeah. Yes. Considering the case paper point of view, there might be a lot of the mother's history and her conception and her pregnancy journey that we need to dig into the details of. But I believe we will find the necessary deficiencies and we will be able to come up with a effective formula for these babies.
Ma'am?
Ha, Lalita ma'am. Yes, finally.
म्यूट तिघाच नव्हतं त्यामुळे वेळ झाला मला थोडस. मॅम स्टमक ब्लॉटिंग होतं म्हणजे सारखं माझं ना म्हणजे तो त्रास आहे म्हणजे काय कळत नाही म्हणजे काय घ्यावं त्याला.
Okay. So bloating usually could be a sign की आपल्याला काहीतरी पचत नाहीये किंवा जे पचतंय त्याच्यात ऍसिडिटी थोडी वाढतीये आणि म्हणून जे गॅसेस तयार होत आहेत ते पोटाला गच्च भरून टाकतात आणि मग ब्लोटिंगचं सेन्सेशन येतं. सो आपण केस पेपर करूयात, बघूया कुठल्या प्रकारची ऍसिडिटी आहे, कुठल्या प्रकारचं अन्न खाल्लं जात आहे किंवा जनरल तुमचा डाएट काय आहे की जो तुम्हाला मे बी सूट होत नाहीये, काहीतरी बदल लागतील.
ओके.
ब्लोटिंग हे म्हणजे हेल्दी मी प्रमाणे इतकी सोपी सिम्पटम आहे घालवायला, तर हेल्थचे प्रोसिजर्स पण मी इकडे तुम्हाला सांगू इच्छिते की ते पण प्रयत्न करून पहा. मे बी त्यांचा इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन तुम्ही एकदा अटेंड करून पहा, तुम्हाला अंदाज येईल. की मग हेल्दी मी म्हणून आता इकडे पल्लवी ताई आल्या होत्या ना बोलायला, राईट, त्यांचे मी डिटेल्स शेअर करीन. पुढच्या शनिवारी त्यांचा इंट्रोडक्टरी सेशन असेल. तर बाराक्षर आणि हेल्दी मीचे प्रोसिजर्स एकत्र खूप छान काम करतील तुमच्या ब्लोटिंग साठी, जे वारंवार होत आहे असं तुम्ही म्हणताय.
ओके ओके. येस मॅम. थँक्यू मॅम.
मोस्ट वेलकम. मंगल लिमये बोला.
मी विचारणार होते, हेल्दी मीचा लिंक आम्हाला पाठवाल का प्लीज? म्हणजे बऱ्याच जणांना त्याचा उपयोग होईल. तुम्ही सांगता तसं दोन्ही मिळून करता येण्यासाठी.
हो 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 पाठवणारच आहे.
हो पाठवा प्लीज. धन्यवाद.
मोस्ट वेलकम. स्वातीताई विचार.
आपलं कन्सल्टेशन हे ऑनलाईन असतं का इन पर्सन?
दोन्ही प्रकारचं करू शकतो. मग आमची 10-1 जणांची टीम आहे.
हो पाठवली ती शेअर केली. हो
करेक्ट. मोस्टली सगळे पुण्यात आहेत, तर ते तुम्हाला ऍक्सेसिबल असले तर तुम्ही प्रत्यक्ष जाऊ शकता. नाही तर मग काही मुंबईत आहेत, काही 1-2 नागपूरला आहेत. मी कोइंबतूरला असते, बँगलोरला आहे.
तुम्ही बँगलोरला राहता?
मी कोइंबतूरला असते, तमिळनाडू.
अच्छा अच्छा. बरोबर. नाही मी पुण्यातच असते.
तर मग हो, पुण्यात तुम्हाला जर जवळ कोणी असेल तर तुम्ही जाऊ शकता. आणि टेलिफोनिकला कन्व्हिनियंट वाटत असेल तर तेही करू शकतो आपण. मग पोस्टाने घरपोच औषधं पण मिळून जातात. ज्यांना अजिबातच शक्य नसतं पण ऍक्सेसिबिलिटी ठेवली आहे.
मला बेसिकली पार्किन्सन आहे, मिस्टरांना पार्किन्सन आहे. त्यासाठी स्पेसिफिकली तुमचं आवडेल मला कन्सल्टेशन इन्स्टेड ऑफ गोइंग देअर.
हो हो हो, टेलिफोनिक करूच यातनं, पण तुम्ही माझा फोन नंबर नोट करून ठेवा आणि मला पर्सनल
मी तो फोटो काढून घेतलाय मगाशी तुम्ही जो शेअर केला होता तो स्क्रीन तुम्ही शेअर केलाय, हे काढून घेतलं, त्यामुळे आय विल कॉन्टॅक्ट मी. आणि साधारण कधी तुम्हाला कॉन्टॅक्ट करायचं वेळ वगैरे असते?
साधारण असं ऑफिसची वेळ असते तशी मी अवेलेबल असते. हा, आणि एखाद्या वेळेला मला उचलता नाही आला तर मी रिव्हर्ट बॅक करते, फोन परत करते.
बरोबर. त्यासाठी तुम्हाला आधी ती सगळी हिस्ट्री आणि हे ते असं ओरली मी सांगू शकेल का, लिहून काढू का, असं काही आहे का?
तो आपण बोलूही शकतो, म्हणजे अगदी असं लिहून कळवायची अशी काही खूप आवश्यकता नाही. बेसिकली सुरुवातीला आपण एक अपॉइंटमेंटची वेळ ठरवूया की जेव्हा
चालेल, हरकत नाही.
तास दीड तास काढता येईल.
हो हो हो.
अपॉइंटमेंट विल टेक 1.5 hours. आणि ओइंग टू म्हणजे ते एकदा ठरलं की मग आपण भेटू आणि केस पेपर करून घेऊ.
चालेल, हरकत नाही. मला आवडेल. मग तुम्हाला कधी अपॉइंटमेंट तुम्ही देऊ शकाल?
अपॉइंटमेंट आता असं झालंय की मी एका सूर्य शिबिराला चालली आहे.
आम्ही सूर्योपासना सुरू केलीच आहे.
हो ना?
हो हो, अगदी अगदी. आणि कालचा तर प्रोग्रेस 14 मिनिटं आम्ही दोघंही म्हणजे
वाव, एकच नंबर.
माझा खूप विश्वास आहे म्हणजे.
राईट.
आणि पॉझिटिव्हिटी माझ्यात खूप आहे, त्याच्यामुळे असं हे करू शकेल.
डेफिनेटली मदत होईल.
तुम्हाला फोन करून व्हॉट्सअपवरती तुम्हाला तुमची अपॉइंटमेंट घेईन आणि वी विल हॅव डिस्कशन.
साधारण मी आता 15 जून पासून पुढे अवेलेबल आहे.
हरकत चालेल ना, हरकत नाही, काही प्रॉब्लेम नाही.
ओके.
येस, थँक्यू सो मच.
येस, शारदा ताई विचारा.
सूर्य उपासना काय त्याच्याबद्दल सांगाल का?
सूर्य उपासना म्हणजे हेल्दी मी मध्ये आपल्याला जे सांगितलं होतं की उन्हात बसायचं साधारण 30 मिनिट्स मिनिमम. सो बेसिकली सूर्य उपासना हे त्याचं 1-2 पावलं पुढची क्रिया आहे की ज्याच्यात आम्ही सूर्याकडे बघतो. काही शिक्षक सांगतात की तुम्ही सरळ जसा एखादा आपण आता जसा स्क्रीन बघतोय तसं तुम्ही सरळ सरळ सूर्याकडे पहा. साधारण सूर्योदयाच्या 2 तास नंतर पर्यंत ते सेफ असतं. कितीही आपले डोळे थकलेले असले, चष्मा असला तर बिन चष्म्याचं आपण सूर्याकडे तेवढ्या कालावधीत बघू शकतो. आणि काही जण सांगतात की आपलं हे जे इकडे म्हणजे शंकराचा 3रा डोळा ची जागा जी असते त्या ठिकाणी आपण कॉन्सन्ट्रेट करून सूर्याकडे बघणं असं एक क्रिया सध्या आम्ही प्रॅक्टिस करतो. तर त्याचे आमचे गुरु जे आहेत सूर्ययोगी उमाशंकर त्यांच्याकडे आता आम्ही शिबिराला चाललोय. तर ती थोडीशी ऍडव्हान्स थेरपी आहे, पण असं मानलं जातं की त्याच्यातनं शरीरातली ऊर्जा की जी सुप्त पद्धतीने किंवा इकडे तिकडे कुठले तरी टॉक्सिन्स टॅकल करण्यामध्ये अडकलेली असते ती सगळी ऍक्टिव्ह होते, कायनेटिक होते आणि माणसाला भरपूर शक्ती मिळायला लागते, एफिशियन्सी वाढते, आकलन शक्ती वाढते. एक प्रकारचं मेडिटेशनच आहे. म्हणून जे काही मेडिटेशन मध्ये आपल्या शरीरावर काम होतं, आपल्या ऑरावर काम होतं, ते सगळं ह्याच्यात होतं. आणि आपला ऑरा हळूहळू रिपेअर व्हायला लागतो आणि जसा ऑरा सुदृढ आणि हेल्दी होतो तशी आपली एफिशियन्सी ही जी सगळी मटेरियलिस्टिक एफिशियन्सी आहे ती भरपूर मोठ्या प्रमाणात वाढते आणि स्पिरिच्युअल प्रगती सुद्धा होते. तर ते आता आम्ही सूर्योपासना किंवा सन मेडिटेशनला शिकायला चाललो.
त्याची लिंक शेअर करू शकाल का?
हो, आता आहे ती ऍडव्हान्स बॅच आहे, पण आमचा जो साधारण ग्रुप आहे त्याबद्दल मी माहिती शेअर करू शकते.
थँक्यू.
येस. ऑल राईट. कोणाला काही आहेत शेवटचा एखादा प्रश्न? चालेल, मग आता आपण लेट अस कन्क्लूड फॉर टुडे. Thank you very much for attending this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Most welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you.
Thank you.